gonna disrespect your mom and say that your work is harder? That is so rude.
All right, can I talk? Can I talk?
Like, okay.
Listen, so your whole
So
thing.
it's dangerous.
Listen,
Your job isn't dangerous.
You would have to
Like,
get
okay.
you have to go to work.
Oh.
Like, okay.
This
This shit is hard, nigga.
Went to school and
I'm talking to who? Who am I talking to? This is Cash Mill. Niggas not even knowing.
still.
And paid rent?
Yes, I still work.
That's your choice.
You're high. You're hungover.
Credentials are playing video games. I play video games on my
Boss, you're old as a bitch. Give it up! You're old as a bitch. Nigga, give it up.
spare time.
Okay. Entertainment, cool, but I feel like there's part of, like, there's envy there. You know how people get when they get to talking about streamers, my nigga.
I don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
Playing video games. I play video games on my spare
I
time.
don't even enjoy streaming anymore.
What? Oh, droid stream? Oh.
So
45-minute video is kind of absurd. So, I'm going to do the method.
Okay, so my argument here is that streaming and social media creation is harder than a 9 to 5.
Nah, it's not facts, bro. 9 to 5 is way harder, homie.
Why do you say that?
Because you gotta get up every motherfucking day, go to the motherfucking bullshit job, and slave for pennies.
See, that's the thing. Is you're right. You get up every day. You go through the motions. You don't have to get a good night's sleep. You don't have to be focused.
But you know what it guarantees? Pay. You know what streaming doesn't guarantee? Pay. You know what it doesn't guarantee? People fucking with you, people watching you, people He nigga. Dunked on that nigga. It's like, no, I'm bullshitting.
Focus. You don't be locked in. You wake up. You go. You flip some patties.
Nah,
maybe sign a few envelopes, answer some phone calls. With streaming and social media creation, you have to be on your game 24/7. It's like a switch
No,
that
when
never
you're a
turns
mail
off.
carrier, I'm a mail carrier, and I'm gonna tell you something, man. I get treated like shit every motherfucking day.
We have to
Still
deal with
slaving
thousands,
every day.
tens of thousands of people
Bullshit.
critiquing every little thing we do, every
Man.
decision we make, every.
Okay, alright. I feel like, alright, I won't get that. I won't get that probably until maybe, so I don't know. I don't know if I'll ever get that shit. I think what makes it hard. Okay, okay. I see. Well, no. I see it now. It's the pressure of the community wants, like the expectations. That's what it is. I don't think niggas have the language to word it. I keep hearing the same sentence. It's like, nigga, I think it's just the expectations. Like, niggas are expecting you to do this, this, and this. Or at least you are projecting an expectation of the community, but the community's fucking with you at this point. I don't know. I don't give a
You guys
fuck.
got it made, man.
I'm just trying to, you know, I'm just making a reaction video.
We
You
have
got
to
it
be-
gravy, bro.
What's the next trend? What's the next
Shit, I
idea?
go through
Oh
every
my
day.
god, I have to stream today.
I got dogs that want to bite my ass
And you
every
have lunch
day.
breaks. You have lunch breaks. We don't have breaks. We're on 24/7.
You got
Nah, facts.
High energy, 24/7.
I could be at home like you, keep back and get
I
paid
don't
big
even.
money.
He's talking about being at home, kick back. Like, nigga, that's not.
Even at home, we're walking around.
Man,
We're walking around doing things, going to parties, doing all this
Shit,
stuff.
I got it.
All right, okay. All right. These are bad takes. I don't know what's going on here. Maybe Lacey shouldn't be on stand, bro.
Hey, just for not even 100,000 a year. I gotta work double overtime. Bullshit.
Okay, what about this?
Unc, you know how old you are? Gang, first of all, he's like 50. Nigga, you weren't able to do this like 30 years ago. So what are you talking about? There's no argument. Can somebody bring up the generational gap? And not only that, the fact is like, can somebody bring up the fact that like it's like evolution? Now I wouldn't say it takes place, but it's one of those things where there had to be streamers, nigga. It's like, you know what I mean? Like, what? It's just nobody's, yeah, bro. I don't know. And that, okay, alright, maybe that's a bad take because I'm just saying shit. But like, bro, it's like, okay. Just with how the internet moves and how trending things work, streamers just makes, like, you know what I'm saying? And then it's like, on top of that, the format in which, like, you know, like, Like he doesn't know anything. He doesn't know anything.
It's simple as
Yeah,
that.
but you have a guaranteed pay if you
No,
work.
I
That's
don't.
your decision if you don't
I
want to
gotta
work.
work at the.
Like they're not okay. To be a big streamer, nigga, it takes work, nigga. You have to, nigga. It definitely takes you like, bro. I wouldn't say okay harder. It's saying harder. Okay, hold on.
If I don't go live, I don't get paid either.
You don't gotta deal with
For me, no, okay. For me, I say a 9 to 5 is harder only because of my mental capacity. Like I can't do that shit. Like I can't focus on busy work. That's not, my mind was never able to do that shit on my life. Like swear to God, like my mind was never able to do that shit. That's where I come in to take. But harder physically, probably a 9 to 5. But what is harder to scale? Like it depends on like this is it's a rough ask, bro. I don't know. In my opinion. All right, get Lacey off the. This is yeah. Get Lacey off. He's chatting.
Imagine you have to be high energy. Oh, hey guys, how's it going? You guys like this stream?
That's me 24/7. I'd rather do that.
So why don't you become a streamer?
Man, that's what I want to do. That.
Oh, the reason streaming is harder is also one of those things that you say that people say they want to do, but you can't really just do that shit. You know what I'm saying? At 9 to 5, you can always do that shit. You can not do that shit, but you know what I mean? Essentially, it's always like some physical requirement. You know? I feel like streaming is like a level of intimacy with people, a whole bunch of people that you don't even know that, you know what I'm saying? Like it could be harder in that sense. And then when they have physical demands, so yes, it can be harder. Yes.
Just not a 5 shit.
If streaming is so easy, how come every single person in this scene is not a streamer?
People are lazy. They want to put in the work.
That's their fault.
No, it's not.
Get called fat all the time.
Oh, so what? I can count fat, chubby.
It's hard because for you to stream, particularly, you have to put in effort, nigga. Effort is hard, nigga. Especially when it's like exponential. Like it's like you don't really know what is like effort without return is hard. Like, bro, that's hard. That's a hard reality to live in, nigga. Like what?
Yeah, you're right, homeboy. You're right. But check this out, money. I don't give a fuck. I'm gonna go out there and get that bag.
I think she's got something she wants to say.
Oh my gosh, wait, we're seeing flags.
Unfortunately, these flags are actually useless. We decided to use a timer instead because we suck at explaining things.
Facts. Like what?
So you raise your flag. Is there a reason you
Yeah,
did that?
because I was actually a cook for 15 years. So that means for 15 years, I had to get up practically every day, get dressed, go to work, and I had to deal with not only adults, but I also had to deal with children.
We deal with children.
Okay, I'm not gonna lie. If somebody has worked a 9 to 5 for a little bit, it's not hard. That shit is not hard. That shit is not hard. I'm just keeping it a buck. That's not the hardest shit you could do, bro. It's not. Now, I'll say if there was a doctor somewhere, like, I don't see none of that. When niggas are talking about this low tier 9 to 5 work, that doesn't really take, that only is only physical action. Yeah, over long periods of time, yes. Long periods of time, yes. But what about you getting used to your job, you being good at your job? That makes it easier, actually. You know what I'm saying? The torment is with yourself. You don't want to be there. Everybody's gonna do things and be in a spot where it's polarity. It's like, unless, I mean, shit, you high all the time, or I don't know, honestly. But unless you hyper aware, unless you, like, you know what I'm saying, it's gonna be times where you're not gonna want to do shit, in theory, unless you put in the work or set yourself up for that. Which is, streaming is one of those things, because streaming is like a mirror of you. Like, you know what I'm saying? It's like, what are you? It's hard because people don't know themselves, so they can't stream and they can't mirror themselves because they don't know what the fuck they don't know how to do that shit. They don't know shit, nigga, about themselves at all either. Like, it's like, bro, it's a whole loop, bro. I can't, bro.
The Lacey's Thugs are. Do you not know who the Lacey's Thugs are?
I can't go out in public without 10 kids.
Don't put me on a stand.
You know how hard that is in a life?
Isn't that
That is
special?
difficult.
How long do you think this is going to last?
Forever.
You think this
hopefully.
is going to last forever?
I hope so. You just proved my point for me. I don't have that security that's going to last forever. Having a job, being a
why
cook,
you gotta
you
grind.
have that security of, oh, I have a job, I have a degree, I have this. This could end for me tomorrow.
Hypothetically, if you all of a sudden you
W point.
lost all your followers, what would you do?
I know what he'll do. Get up.
No, I'm asking
Trigger
him.
warning.
I'm asking him. What would
Job.
you do if you
I guess you're working for us, shawty. Like what? What kind of points are these?
lost completely all your YouTubers? You had nothing. No one watched you anymore. I didn't even watch you anymore. What would you have to do? You would have to actually have to go to work. Oh, did I just cuss at you?
That's a slur. If I did lose all my followers, I would probably buy a couple houses and start my real estate empire.
Okay, so then you would have to actually go to work. You would actually have to go to the
And
office.
I would think that would be a much easier job than streaming.
You gotta go into your setup though and sit in front of studio lights and read the chat and be interactive.
But no, he lost everybody. He lost everybody.
No, you do though. I'm really thinking about it. You have to. Like, I don't have a chat, so it's kind of, it's hard, but yeah, you know what I'm saying? Niggas that demand shit, this, and this. Niggas eating your up. Niggas is talking shit. That mixed with the fact of what you're doing, like, you know, it can't get crazy.
He
I'm
would
not
have to
gonna
turn
lie.
You're proving my point.
You would have to
You're proving
turn
my
around.
point.
I see it.
You're proving my point on
This
why
whole
it's hard.
conversation, I needed
I
this.
could lose it all
Yeah,
tomorrow.
but you could lose it tomorrow.
If let's say you're a cook, right? Let's say you got fired. You have hundreds of people lined up. You go cook over here, cook over there. You
could be a private chef.
You could be a private chef. Exactly. I don't have that
I
security.
was a cook in the school system. I cooked all frozen food.
But you still cook. You still cook. You go cook for.
Yeah, so it's a skill issue. Like, you see what I'm saying? Like, do you see my point? My point is, the people who literally say 9-to-5 job is harder is because they can't scale it. That's why it's harder. Streaming, you can scale it. It's always been something you can scale, and it's in theory it was something you can scale from the beginning. So it's like a 9-to-5 isn't some shit. A 9-to-5, 9-to-5. I mean, you can scale a 9-to-5, but I don't know how to explain it. Bro. Like a 9-to-5, well, I wouldn't say a 9-to-5 worker could stream, but they can. It just depends on what job you have, because you know I know some corporations don't like people posting on social media, you know, being hired.
I saw a flag right here.
Flags. I see red flags.
I'm gonna have to backlight. Yo, Lacey, it's the truth.
Can we put somebody else on this, man?
Say we get a brand deal. I gotta post on an Instagram story. I gotta go find the 4 local cans. I gotta make sure I get the 4 local cans.
Not to mention,
All right, niggas are trolling.
it ruins our Twitter impressions too.
I gotta tag them.
And then that goes into falling
Yo.
off.
My name is Rhonda. I'm a
Falling off, yo. Come on.
35 years ago, I decided to go to nursing school because I wanted to be a creative. I thought I loved fashion, I loved acting, I loved singing. But in the South, whole lot of racism. Back in the 60s and the 50s, people didn't give a rat's ass if you created something, and they wouldn't support your business. So yes, a 9-to-5 is much harder. I had to work 7 to 3, 7 a.m. to 7 p.m. I had to support my daughter. You get spoiled.
Rhonda, can I ask you a question? No. Have you ever
You
done
get spoiled. No, you get spoiled, and your mama and daddy keep
Rhonda,
giving it to you.
Rhonda, I got a question for Rhonda. I got a question for Rhonda. Rhonda,
Yes.
have you ever done a subathon?
What's a subathon?
30 days straight,
24
hours a day.
day and night.
We all stream.
That ain't even healthy.
You're talking about working 7 to 3. You have 2 30-minute breaks throughout that. You get to go home afterwards, see your family, relax. We were on camera 30 days straight, no personal.
What
You know how
day
hard
were
it is
you a registered
to
nurse?
have.
When did you get a break? You clean, boo?
Niggas stream 9 hours, but it's like it scales up because it gets to a point. It's like it starts off work. Okay. For me, it's like the work starts off as trying to scale yourself up to where you can make enough money to where, yes, it is close the gap. Yes, the gap is closed now. I feel like niggas don't. The gap is closed now. Yes, the gap is closed now. But when you're trying to scale yourself up, it's so much work, it's so much exposure that you have to expose yourself to. Shit, even Lacey, that nigga was doing a whole bunch of shit. But you know what I'm saying? So, yeah, like, bro, this shit, it gets crazy, bro. Like, yeah, yes, real life,
You
yes.
never read a
You
3-minute
pass
ad?
trade,
does.
you're short-handed.
What about the fake relationships that you have?
Oh my God.
Now,
It's fake
think
on
about
social
this.
media.
Think about this. Imagine
Sure.
every little person, we call them parasocials. They judge your
Parasocials.
relationships. You can't go out to dinner or have a girl take a picture in your car without them finding out and
I
judging
got caught with
your
my
face.
ex.
I got caught with
Public.
my ex, and I got treated like I was a pedophile.
You need to.
For it.
But mental health. When you stop caring about what people think and what they say about you, do you. And that's
I have to because
Oh, wait. Oh, fuck, no. I didn't mean to
Nurse,
say
right?
that. But
35 years.
she feel like they're wrong.
Producers.
I got caught with my
7 to 3.
Go home afterwards, see your family, relax.
Mental health. When you stop caring about what people think and what they say about you, do you. And that's a big problem with younger people. You care about what people think, social media, what they say about you.
But that's the exact loop you have to integrate within. Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, unless you are just him, you can't really just be in this shit and just not, like, you know what I'm saying? Not care.
That's our job. You said you're a nurse, right?
Thank you. Like, what?
5 years.
What do you think's harder? 24-hour open surgery, like when you're helping with, the doctor center, or 24-hour stream?
24-hour open surgery.
Oh, brother.
Short-handed.
We're saving thousands, you're saving one.
All right, so you said 30-day subathon, right?
Yeah.
My argument is that none of you guys actually did any of the work during that, and it was all your filmers, your editors, your producers. All these people back here are the ones doing the work. You guys just show up and have fun.
I'll take, bro. Bad takes. Oh my gosh, bad takes. Oh my gosh. Cause it's like, okay, if that's the case, niggas are not thinking about, okay, I think 9 to 5 is reversed. So a streamer, in order for you to be making big money, you had to have already scaled yourself up to even have, and even then it's like, you know what I mean? So for him to sit here and say you're showing up is not really, no, because it's a business at that point. So the work is, I am doing the work. You're not, no, we're not doing that.
They didn't do anything.
It's a group project.
No, because here's the thing.
That's bad takes.
That's bad takes. That's bad takes. That's bad takes.
It wouldn't
Niggas will think I watched this video already.
have any work if it wasn't for us, though.
Like, what? And niggas are being brain dead with that shit. What the fuck? Why? Yo, hello? Yo, don't put me on this, man. Let me shut the fuck up and watch the video.
I would even go as far to say as
This shit not about to be long. It's 16 minutes.
because here's the thing: we get sponsors from these companies that have 9 to 5s, right? These companies, hold on. These companies are not viable without influencers to push the brand and keep them in business.
Have you ever worked a real job?
No.
So how would you know?
I have worked a real job.
What was your real job?
I worked 8 months. I worked a double. I worked Walmart and Panera at the same time for a year.
Why is he laughing? Bro, it's not making me mad. I actually feel like they're wrong.
This is crazy. Hey, bro.
Hi, I'm Chris.
All right, Chris.
Why do you think a 9-to-5 job is not harder than what you do?
Well, you're guaranteed to pay.
Guaranteed to pay.
Yeah.
And that makes it harder?
Yeah. No, it makes it easier for you
Makes
guys.
it easier
Yeah.
because we have a guaranteed pay.
100%.
Yeah.
Social Security.
Makes it
Talk about
easier for
raises.
makes it easier for 9-to-5 people to have a job because
Streaming is
Yeah, when you
chaos.
go to work every day,
Yeah.
So
everyone's
you're
like,
basing the ease of a job just on somebody getting paid regularly? Is that what you?
well, let's just say that comes to perspective. If you say someone who works food, if you're someone who works a doctor, it's obviously different. But if you're talking abroad, 9 to 5, someone who doesn't need a degree, yeah, it's way easier than being a streamer.
How so?
Well, it's because you're guaranteed and you don't need any crazy knowledge. You don't need to go to school for most jobs, like certain things like a 9 to 5. If you wanted to go work at Foot Locker, I could go to Foot Locker, apply, and then next thing you know, I'm selling shoes for pay every single hour.
So according to you, a job is easier or harder based on the guaranteed pay? That's one
A 9 to-
aspect of it.
Working
right?
at Foot Locker, working at a job like Panera or whatever Lacey is easier than a streamer. Yes, because a streamer you have to come up with ideas. You have to stay relevant. There
Oh,
was
we're talking about ideas now. Okay,
Yeah,
we're
what do you-
talking about pay.
Okay, so what do you want to
that's
start with
one
though?
way that
But it
it's
doesn't
easier.
make. But
Well,
you're
you
not even.
started
You're
with
not
pay.
even. You keep switching it. So why
I'm
don't you
not
answer my
switching
question?
anything.
No, you 100% are. So how is it harder if you're guaranteed to pay? I worked for 4 years of streaming. I didn't make $1.
Well, what's your definition of hard? That's the thing. It's like what
Stuff
is
that you need
difficult.
creativity. You need to get out of your circle, comfort
Sure.
zone. You need to be able to actually.
Did you hit?
make
So,
people-
whoa. I think we're progressing too fast, y'all. Did you hear what he said? This nigga did 4 years and didn't make a fucking dime off streaming. Like, why are we sitting here acting like this shit is easy? We need to stop. We need to stop. We need to expand our concepts of what is hard and what is easy. Because obviously, it's not, it doesn't make sense anymore. This nigga just said he did 4 years of streaming and didn't make $1 off streaming. Can we say something about that? And obviously there's Fortnite, niggas is talking about Fortnite, Imagine if you did this. You have to be in a specific scenario to stream, 1. 2, you have to still then like pivot to do something. I mean, obviously some people have easier pivots in the streaming, cool. But like come on, like niggas are not the average streamer.
Believe what you believe in the sense of like, oh, this is good content. Do you watch any TV shows?
I watch YouTube.
Okay, you
So
watch
much
YouTube.
YouTube.
So it's the same thing. So the
Absolutely,
people that you're
yeah.
entertained by
Okay.
are people like us just.
And then it's like when you are a streamer, it's like it is pressure. You have to constantly. It's a 24/7 UAV, nigga. It's an orbital VSAT.
For a different audience.
That's why I love it so much. Cause 1, it makes me, bro. I want to be better for this shit, nigga. I'm tired of seeing all this other shit, and I want to force myself to come up with ideas too. I want to be able to start a business too. I want to be able to do all these things, and content creation is my fucking step into that shit. I don't know. See, I don't know if niggas
But you're talking about
love
entertainment
hate
as a job.
more
You're talking about entertainment.
and all this other
Yeah,
shit
it's
more
entertainment.
than a nigga saying that shit. But no, I'm being dead ass.
My question to you
It's
is
like,
why,
bro, like what?
So do you truthfully, you can sit here and think
Like
that
what?
working at like a Foot Locker or something, like, I'm just using that because that's the best
Sure,
example,
yeah.
is harder than a streamer?
It depends on what you are saying the word
Like
hard
seriously,
means.
no,
sense-
that doesn't even make sense. Oh my god.
Everyday
Physically,
activity.
it
Because
is
some people
hard.
around here said, oh, I got to wake up at 7 a.m., 8 a.m. Oh,
Yeah.
okay, we have to do the same thing.
Sure.
Some people do that.
And you deal with yourself.
No, we deal with millions
when
of
you're
people.
creating that
Yeah.
content. and
No,
you have
he's
your phone,
chatting.
you're
Thank
dealing
you.
with you and yourself in that phone.
Okay, so what happens?
You're not dealing with
Not true.
coworkers and you're
Yeah,
not
that's
true at all.
that's
I
not
think
true.
it relies on me. If I
Oh
stop
yeah, I'm
doing
about to say that's not true because it's like a form of collaborative community thing. Like it's a community experience. It's like chat, which I want to do this and this is like a community. Niggas get to an agreement. It's like, you know what I'm saying? Now I like this conversation. Nah, let's have this conversation, nigga.
any type of content, he loses
So
a
when you
job.
go to your job, when you go to work, rather than punching a card, you pick up your phone or you turn on a camera.
Okay, so when you punch the card, let's say, who's above you? Your boss, right? What happens if he just takes the business and he says, oh, we're not doing it anymore? You lose your job.
If the work is picking up a phone or turning on a camera as opposed to going in with a bunch of people and having to multitask tasks you have to do throughout your shift and deal with your
Tasks you gotta do
coworkers and
throughout the
interpersonal thing, tell me how much you do of that stuff while you're actually doing your job for however many number
Okay,
of hours
perfectly.
that you are talking and typing and shitting and eating and all that
He's
stuff.
old.
Everybody's
He's
watching you do.
old, bro.
No,
He's
but
just
there's actually
old.
a mental aspect.
I understand that, yeah.
No, let me hear me out.
Go ahead.
Camaraderie. Like you have like a group of people, like friendships, relationships, which is the most important thing in life. So you build that with your coworkers and stuff like that. And
Sorry, bye. See you later.
Seeing a lot of flags.
He's a robot. That nigga's a robot.
So I'm Angelina, and I work as an executive assistant.
You're right. You're right. She's right. She's right. I'm not gonna lie. She's right.
All right, so you guys were talking about the mental aspect, and I thought that was really interesting because as someone who works a 9 to 5, technically it's a 10 to 6, but I still have to clock in a certain amount of time. I come home, I'm too tired to cook. Fortunately, I have a beautiful girlfriend that does all of that stuff for me when I get home, but if I didn't, I would have to cook for myself and get to bed in time and wake up in time to commute back to my job. You guys talk about how it's hard because there's a mental aspect, and I understand as someone who's been on social media a lot that you get
How long have you been on
berated.
social media? Just to get broad.
So I actually did content creation starting at the age of 14. When I moved to LA, I gained like 10,000.
So you're not a streamer. Do you see what I'm saying? Niggas act like, yo, like what? Oh, Ron got lucky. Oh my gosh, Ron got lucky. Oh my god, yeah. That doesn't make sense. How is he still like? Why are we acting like why? Why are we acting like this is just some like type of like random like yo, can we come on? And like no, I'm not even finna I will never dismiss nobody's experiences. Shit, I'm listening. But it's like, bruh, that's here to take, bro.
Off the bat, and I was very young and I started working with different brands. Okay. I totally understand the mental aspect. It's just that you guys can afford to say, hey, I'm gonna go wherever for 2 weeks, and that can be content, that can be your job, and you actually get to relax and travel the world and have other opportunities.
You just say a lot of points.
There's no relaxation.
Yeah, that's too much.
So you're saying like to go back to the beginning, you're saying like you can manage like your time with like relationship. Was that correct? Like you have your girlfriend when you go home. Like
I fortunately have a support system, but I every day like ask myself how.
They can't do that normally. It's not even a regular relationship one. We don't even want to talk about that. Let's not even talk, because that is excelled with the internet. Maybe you could get that off. Like 10 years ago, like 8 years ago, maybe with this argument, you'd have been like, oh, okay, yeah. No, the niggas that was on the, like, expert, I won't say expert thief. I'm not going to do that, bro. But, like, I only say his name because it's like, I just seen a video, like, on my shit, and, like, shit, I showed some love, because, like, bro, he's an OG. But, like, OG, you could argue it more. But even then, it was crazy still at a high level. Nah, you could argue it more, but it was like, do you know, like, only the real niggas know, like, it's, once you have people, because look at Expert Thief now. It's hard, bro. It's hard. And I want to tap into his shit, honestly. I want him to make a comeback. But it's hard. Nigga, it's a different level, bro. It's a depth that certain people don't understand.
How I would
So
have
I'll
been
give you
able
a
to do
perfect
it
example. So you said 14 you started.
You
I
just
started
said 4 years.
About 3 years, I was making money, and it slowly went super up, and then all of a sudden it went down, right? I lost everything, fell off completely. Bad myself. Real story. This is a real story. This isn't a joke. Why you smiling?
We've all been there. Every 9-to-5 worker has been there.
So
That's
going
why.
back to what you said, how you have a support system. I moved across the country from my parents at the age of 19, lived alone in an apartment, was paying a certain amount of money every single month, and I was losing money. I wasn't making enough money to pay my like I had money in my bank for my rent, but I wasn't making more than my rent.
Yeah.
So I was
You were in
losing.
the red every
I was in the
month.
red every single month. Girlfriend broke up with me at the time, so
Double
alone
whammy.
across the country. So it's like when you're alone too, and everything's going down. Where's my support system?
I don't like why she's laughing, bro.
So I have a question. You said that for the first 4 years you started streaming, you had no income. How are you able to survive?
I lived with my mom. I was 16.
So that to a certain extent is privilege.
That's privilege.
It is.
But my mom. How's that privilege?
It's privilege because.
How is this part of the argument though? Like, what the fuck? Like, what? You see where we're going? That's what I'm saying. Like, we could go here. Like, I could go
You
here.
have the support system to have a place to live.
Well, at 15, 16, I would hope I have parents that would live with me.
Yeah, but a lot of people don't, and they have to
What
take
is that?
9
That's a
to
whole
5.
different. So a lot
Thank
of
you. Like, what the fuck?
don't have houses.
A lot of
when they
people
work
don't
9 to
have
5s?
families that support them or
But
accept
that's a whole
them.
different conversation. What does that do with the 9 to 5?
Because they still need to survive. So the fact that you were given
So
the
how did you move to
opportunity. I moved across the country as well with my mom when I was 15 years old.
Do you not think that's privileged?
I mean, we moved into a 1-bedroom in Santa Monica and shared a trundle bed.
Like, here we go. Guys. Think we're backtracking. And I don't want to be that guy, bro. She seems like she goes through. I dead ass. Like, I don't even like to begin to try to like feel people's weight. I want to be the one to just I don't even fuck the weight. Cause it's not about it. Like, streaming is one of those things. That's why I love streaming. Cause streaming is like one of those things like that reminds you can scale yourself in anything. That's what I think. It's like,
so
okay, well, I was reselling.
That's what I want to
reselling
remind
shoes
niggas
for,
with.
my mom's mortgage and everything.
I'm trying
I
to
get it.
do
I
that
definitely
shit,
helped
but
my family out in
I
times
feel
where
like
I was able to.
in order to really try to do that shit, I gotta make a fuck ton of money, shit. And streaming is one of those things because I know I'm able to do that, and I know I can. It's like, it's weird, bro.
But I also had to have my family support me in order for me
Niggas
to
don't
have
know.
certain opportunities to make
Niggas
money in the
don't
first place. So if you didn't have content creation, what would you be doing?
It's a great question. I don't know because I didn't set my goals that way. I set up my life to that. I know I would do what I want to do. If we all got paid the same every single month, let's say just in simple terms, we all got paid $100,000 a month, a crazy amount of money. Would you guys still, truthfully, I'm asking a serious question, would you guys say that all of our jobs are harder than each other, truthfully?
Yeah, if she was a nurse, she had to go to medical school for years just to be able to have her.
But
foot
she
in
knew
the
that
door.
she was getting security because she was going to be a nurse, correct?
Not secure.
It's
How's it not
not.
secure if you knew what you were going to do?
Nothing secure.
Nothing secure. You just proved my point.
No job is secure, but content creation gives you the ability to have those savings, to have an audience. And even if you do lose all your followers one day,
Yeah.
even if
Let's say I lost it all tomorrow.
you still have residuals of your previous viral videos. Even if people are hating on you and
that's
shitting
not
on you,
What?
that's still adding to what goes into your pocket.
What? She doesn't know how it works.
There's literally doctors who do one surgery and make hundreds of $1,000s.
Because they were trained for decades and they had to go to
So are
school.
we.
You went to school to be a content creator?
Streamer University.
Yo.
How you doing, bro?
Good, how you doing?
Alex.
Gabe,
how we doing?
I'm doing
College
good. So
professor.
first of all, I want to say I do respect all of you for what you do. I mean, you guys do work, but you do not work as hard as people who have a regular job.
You don't know that.
I mean, that I do know it for sure. It's very clear. People have to wake up and do their routine over and over again. It's not a daily thing. It's a weekly thing. It's a monthly thing. It's a yearly thing. It's a life thing. And if they screw up, they lose their jobs. And they always have to be careful because if they do something weird, they say something weird to their coworker, their boss, they're going to lose their job. If you lose some
The corporate shit does get annoying.
followers because of something
Okay.
you say,
The corporate shit
get
does get annoying, okay?
followers, and you have
Everything, bro.
you have a large following enough where there's enough of a range of perspectives that people will always be on board for you as long as you're producing content. People who screw up at their jobs and lose their jobs, and maybe there's a recession.
Why are niggas? Where's the scaling part of like consecration? Where's the scaling of the self? Where is that? Because people keep bringing up this other shit like it's so easy. Yes, you can go viral. Yes, but to be consistently, like, what are we talking about, bro? What are we talking about? Now, we're not talking about content creation. We're talking about streaming, bro. We're talking about streaming. We're not talking about content creation. Now, if we were talking about content creation, niggas might be like, okay, yeah, content creation is easier. You know what I'm saying? Physically, yeah. But like, bro, I don't know. It's just niggas are like, I have a different perspective because I've worked on myself to the point where I just have a work perspective of how easy shit is. Like, this shit is just nothing. Niggas are talking about I can still have, like, I can still put, bro, I have so much, bro, it's weird. niggas are.
There's not a lot of jobs.
I'm not even gonna keep backtracking.
They get potentially homeless or.
That's just about to piss me off.
What's that? Yeah, of course I've heard of it. But how many people?
Cause bro, I never thought I could stream like. And even now, I'm streaming to nobody. It's just off of a fluke chance, right? Luck. No, bro. I'm showing up into the void. Like I'm showing up. Like I'm literally trying to. You feel me? Like, niggas don't know, bro.
Well, I've been canceled and came back. I mean, it happens all the time. Your boss is not going to be loyal to you if you don't get that thing in on time 5 times, and you're done.
Okay, so listen, but to be able to get that loyal following of people that do follow you, you need to build that over years and years and years and hours of trust and communication and intimate relationships with your audience. Okay, so that's not something that's just given to you. That you don't just fall into 1 million subscribers, 2 million subscribers, 3 million subscribers.
Of course not. It takes work for sure. But like, what you guys are talking about in terms of like the toll it takes on you, a large part of it, and let me tell you something, I'm a little older than you.
Bro, no. This shit is forever. Like, these niggas are not realizing being known versus not known is like literally 2 different like that's like niggas do not know. Y'all don't know what that's like at all. Like they can't even go out in public. Like obviously, okay. Imagine being but imagine being broke and not going out in public or this that and you know what I'm saying? It's like okay, people that know you. Yes, okay. I can see the argument now. His argument is that there will always be people that fuck with you, but that will always be monetizable. Like that's not always monetizable. Like that's not always like. And you can say the policies won't always be the same for their job. Like it's like, bro, I can't really explain it. Like that's like one of those things that you just build up. You literally build that up, and niggas keep breaching the scalability of content creation and being a streamer, especially when that makes their money. Like what? And then especially the stream now, like this is their lives. They're sacrificing their lives for what? Free time, for real. I mean, yes, when they finally click off, yes. When they finally click off, yes, niggas are up, yes. It just so happens that it's monetizable because of the format of streaming. Yes, but that's just streaming. Having brand deals and having people that fuck with you is not really, it's a sacrifice because, bro, people don't understand, bro. People just don't get it. People just don't get it.
A large part of it is just general angst from being young, and you just happen to have a camera in front of you and like talking to people or whatever. But at the same time, like you're doing exactly.
Man, you're literally sacrificing a part of yourself to share with other people. Like you don't see it. He's acting like you see how he could just freely say all of this. Adapt can't say all of this because it's like it's not like that. Like niggas are acting like it's just so easy. It's not, but Bro, you have a community. There's people. You set an example. Like it's people. It's pressure. Is like okay, the physical work, yes, but bro, not only that, people are always bro. First of all, the emotional toll it took to the emotional depth you'd even have to even still doing this shit without getting any type of return. Yes, okay, people know that you can get a return. Yes, okay, but what does that mean if? Their return, okay, and that's why I like Ron's point. Their return is guaranteed. I guess our return is guaranteed, but not really when people fall off. Like that, it just doesn't make any sense, bro. I don't know. A lot of this shit is just in nuance, is impaired. Like it's just in flux because we don't. A lot of this shit is new. Like we don't really understand. Like, bro.
What most people are doing, which is dealing with life stuff, and that's normal. Like the mental toll that it takes dealing with people and getting comments and this and that, that's what everybody deals with. But you don't have to wake up at 6 in the morning and get to your job and then be there and like be on the whole time, no matter what. Anyone who has a 9 to 5
Yeah,
has
they do. Yes, they do.
I'm a college professor, so. I have to do that same sort of.
Got to come in and teach the same shit for the next 15 years?
Yes, you're like,
come on, man.
You already know what you're doing.
We have to produce new shit every day.
For me in particular, to Silky's point, you're a college professor, so you're essentially teaching and reteaching the same curriculum to the same
that
students.
I had to take course to learn, but
you know what I'm saying? But I started making content when I was 12 years old. It started out playing Call of Duty trick shotting. I don't think anybody in this room could hit a crane shot. I don't know if anyone in this room could quick scope.
I don't know if that's something to be proud of, but okay.
So I had to do that for 4 years, right? And then I'm like, okay. Then I had to do YouTube for 4 years, right? And then I had to do FaZe Clan, build FaZe Clan out fix FaceTime, and then do streaming.
Okay.
So
with how many people helping you?
How many people helping me?
Yeah.
Come on now.
All of them. There were a lot. You had a team. Was it just you?
He doesn't know anything.
There's receipts.
It wasn't built on the shoulders of anyone?
There's receipts on YouTube of me.
Okay, well, where did YouTube come from? How did
13,
YouTube become so easy? Because a bunch of people worked their butts off 9 to 5, making it a thing. And if it didn't exist, you couldn't press play, you couldn't press record, and then just talk.
The fact you have to teach on.
Yeah.
Boom, there you go.
Right, but I also have to spend years earning my credentials and mastering.
What?
Come on, guys. Your credentials are playing video games. I play video games on my spare time. Come on, guys.
So you just want to get paid to play video games. It's okay. We understand.
Yeah, he can't get paid. That nigga's garbage. That nigga's ass. That nigga's ass. He can't get paid. The fuck? That nigga's garbage.
And my perspective is coming from a hair and makeup artist, physical job. Doesn't seem like any of you guys can even compete with the physicality.
Brother.
You guys just
God.
just sitting on your butt and talking into a microphone.
That's cap. Gaming? That shit is, yo. It's like, bro, it's levels to this shit, bro. There's levels to life. There's levels to work. There's levels to effort,
Get
bro.
up in the morning, carry all of your gear. You've got to carry all of your
It's
hair,
levels,
makeup, all
bro.
of your,
I'm sorry.
all of your supplies.
I could do that
around,
shit. If
early-
it's coming to be a stylist, I could do that shit easily, bro. Niggas get braid hair, bro. That shit is not free. That shit is free, bro. I'm sorry. I'm not saying I want to do that shit. I'm saying I could. If I had to, if I knew. Like, but that's the thing. It's a different life because I've built my life. Even when it, bro, it's weird, bro. Niggas don't
in the morning,
understand.
you have to
Niggas
stand
don't
on
understand.
your feet all day. You never sit down.
I hear you, I
You're
hear you.
breathing
I need some
in-
takes
you're
in the
breathing
comments,
toxic
bro.
chemicals
Please.
all day.
All right, can I talk?
Hairspray.
Listen, so your whole
so
thing,
it's dangerous.
Listen,
your job isn't
so
dangerous.
your
Your
thing
job
is-
isn't
your thing
physically
is
taxing. You're just talking into a
So,
microphone.
listen. So your whole thing is we can't do what you do, right?
It's not
No,
physical.
but
I'm saying that a 9 to 5 job where you physically have to do some hauling around stuff.
So physically,
Yes.
I physically
What?
haul around
Into a microphone.
bags of like makeup. You physically could never trick shot. You could not hit a crane shot. You can't 1080. You can't hold a controller and make a 200K montage. You can't. No one can. Come on, man. You
Don't carry
can.
just
None of you
some
can
hair makeup. And you have to
physically
do that for 12 hours a day.
Yes. Actually, yes.
No, she cannot do that. She's not doing that. Because it's like, trick shotting is crazy. That's like, that trick shotting is actually damn near insane, actually.
Actually, yes, I would
Hours
have
a
to
day.
do.
And then your day is never
Yes, I
done. When you're
would.
done doing that, is your job done? Do you have to go shopping and replace
No,
all of the things
wait,
that you
stop.
use?
No.
You
Listen,
have to
Vicky,
clean
listen,
all of your
Vicky. You
gear.
don't know about dry streaks. You don't know about hit markers.
But when you're done, you're
You don't know
done.
about if the Elgato wasn't on.
When you're
Can
done,
you
you're
imagine
done.
these
Oh
things?
my God,
disable and resample.
If I rendered my video in Vegas and I sent the editor clips without disabling and resample.
Oh my God.
My montage is fucked. Your main underlying argument here is what you do is physically
Daily, day to day.
Okay. Your main thing is what you do is physically more taxing and hard than what any of us
And
do.
dangerous.
I could say the same thing. You cannot physically trick shot. You could never. I would go so
Okay,
hard.
so how many hours a day do you trick shot?
I don't think.
How many hours a day do you trick shot? How many hours?
When I was trick shotting, it was 12 hours a day. It was however long I needed to. However
Every
long I
day, 12
needed
hours a day
to. However long I
trick
needed
shotting?
to hit a clip. And
12 hours a day, every day.
5 seconds.
And that clip is.
He carries a Barrett 50 cal and he jumps off his stuff.
I would have to get on Call of Duty, turn my sense all the way up to 10-10. I would have to get the last. I would have to pray to God that he would be in the right spot, throw the concussion. Now I gotta have my rotations down. I gotta have my rotations.
Dead zones. Talk about dead zones.
What about dead zone?
Stick drift.
Thing is, for the most part, but that is not all YouTubers that are doing something physical.
Yeah.
A lot of it is just talk.
Yeah, but she also said
No,
we
no.
could walk around IRL stream and someone could rob us or kill us.
I got
Wait,
They're laughing. That's happened recently.
I got a pumpkin thrown on my head by a crackhead.
crackhead ran up to him on stream and almost decapitated him.
sauce.
That's a good point. It's good points. No, this is funny though. Like trick shot though. That's a good point, bro. I like all these points, bro. I like her point. I like this, bro. Like I said, I like this conversation.
Pleasure to meet you, sir. I am very.
I'm too fried, so I might be all over the place with it
Elementary
too.
school children. I have been an executive secretary, legal.
Very quiet, peaceful.
Yes, yes, all that. You know, because it's who you are. That we create social media all the time because that's what we are. We're 9 to 5ers and we interact and have energy with people. Where I don't think that you guys have that.
We have energy.
You have false energy because you're across the screen. You're not interacting with people like we do.
So what are we doing right now?
It doesn't even make any sense.
Interacting?
What are we doing right now?
You're doing it now because we're doing a video.
Wait, isn't she debating for it? That's making it harder for her.
Do you know that there's millions of people?
Now I'm not gonna have all y'all gang up on me.
There's millions of people who watch the video and
Yes.
save lives every
Yes.
day. Probably more than doctors.
Yes.
You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
There's people that literally stay alive because they want to watch our videos.
You know about going out into the club at night, staying out till 2, 3 o'clock in the morning, trying to get up at 6 o'clock in the morning so you can get dressed.
So you was
to
having
get,
fun.
What?
Hell yeah.
Okay, so.
So what I'm saying is like you guys don't do the interaction. You don't touch people
What?
like this.
Okay, now.
What kind of shit's going on?
I don't know. I don't know.
You get to put some shades on and you go by your day to work. We can't do that because we have thousands of people.
But is
You're
that your
drunk,
choice?
You're high. You're
But is
hungover.
that
Just
your
get off
choice?
screen. We don't want to see you like this.
But is that your
We don't
choice?
like you like this. Why are you doing this?
But is that your choice? You chose that. You chose this life.
Okay, you chose that too. Why are we saying that? Why are we saying that?
When you have a 9 to 5, you're dealing with people. You're touching people's hearts, souls, mind. No, you are not.
You know how many
I think. Look, I appreciate you. I appreciate you, and I respect what you do.
Do you watch entertainment?
Oh my God.
Of course I watch entertainment. I got kids. I got grandkids.
Do you ever laugh? Do you ever laugh?
Of course I laugh.
So then the interaction.
We're touching them.
But the interaction is not
Did it make you
real.
feel better?
When I'm watching
Wait, did it make you feel better?
What make me feel
Have you
better?
ever
It all depends on
have you ever been entertained?
It
Have you
all
ever been
depends on
entertained
what's
like,
coming.
oh, I feel good?
Some of it is fake.
right now.
Some of it is fake.
You're not answering.
So now let me.
Okay, well let me answer because I'm debating him. But go ahead.
Right after this, I got you.
Okay, all right.
Yeah.
So like, when you're entertained, have you ever felt like your day was better if you watched something? You've never felt like that?
Yeah, sure.
So what's the difference with us?
The difference with you is that you guys do this 24/7. That's all you do.
Yeah.
You know, you just like wait a minute. Somebody made a
Like,
comment about
thank
I can't
you,
even go with a
24/7.
girlfriend, or I can't even go out in public.
That's right.
I can go out in public and be seen.
So it's
You know what?
easier.
I'm a very
Like,
social. I'm a
what
very
is this point, bro?
social person. I'm very popular in where I do and where I am. I do social media.
What we do has not affected people. It's not real. How come when I go out in public and I meet someone and they're like, oh my God, wait, I loved your videos growing up. You were my childhood. I used to watch it every single day.
Thank you.
You were my child. You know how like we grew up watching Disney Channel? Yep. I've had people come up hundreds of times throughout years of my life, have kids come up to me and say these things. So.
Okay.
Literally, I was watching Adapt, nigga. I was watching Adapt, nigga. That nigga was, that shit, Rain. I was watching those niggas. Okay, trick shot and scene, I wasn't really, because I knew that shit was damn near insanity. You had to damn near, like, yeah, like he was saying, like, bro, 12 hours, like, I fuck with that nigga, bro.
I'm a
For
server at
real.
an Italian restaurant.
Come on, bro. Life's easy.
Oh my God.
That's not fair.
He has the same menu, makes the same food every day.
First thing I'm gonna say is nobody's gonna say being a nurse isn't hard, because my aunt was. That is the most difficult shit. How are you gonna disrespect your mom like
No,
that,
she
dude?
is right now.
You're gonna disrespect your mom and say that your work is harder?
She tells
That
me
is
she's
so
easy.
rude,
And
honestly.
she works 2 of them.
Okay,
She works at 2 hospitals.
let me ask you something.
She said it's mad easy. She can work at 2 hospitals.
No disrespect, but what you do, I'm not your target audience. So break it down for me, because I don't even get it.
Oh my God.
Let me ask you something.
You just said I'm not your target audience because I'm black. That's what you just said. You don't watch it because I'm black. And this is what I'm talking about. It's harder.
He has to get judged every
I gotta get
single
judged every day. Everybody thinks I'm a hoodlum. I'm a nice guy.
He's a jolly dude.
I can't get a job because I got tats. I used to work at Costco's. I had the greatest 401k granted to me. That means that when I retire, I get the biggest stipend of my life. Do you know I could just sit there and just meat pack all day just to really realize that, what, maybe 20 years I'm gonna be sitting on millions because I worked at Costco's?
Yeah, Will.
Okay.
I didn't have to interact with nobody, just pack and eat.
Yeah, Will.
But is what you do fun?
I mean,
Do you enjoy what you do?
if I make it fun,
Do you make it fun?
I could make it fun.
Yes or no? Is what you do fun?
Not everything's fun.
What isn't fun? Break it down for me. What do you do in a day? We'll swap stories. What do you do in a day?
Okay, so it's very stressful, right?
Not fun at all. Because this dude was talking for 20 minutes about playing video games.
Whoa. I'm not gonna lie. But,
That's real.
okay, so look, right?
So I'm jealous of a harder job.
No.
Oh,
Yeah,
thank you.
Thank you.
Thank you. That was sarcasm. You didn't read it. No, I'd like to.
No, listen to the time that I wake up. I wake up maybe 3, 4 p.m. You know what I'm saying? I'm already drowsy because I just smoked the night before. You know why I gotta smoke? Because I just deal with thousands of people. I don't even like people. I gotta deal with thousands of them. No, let him stay. You gonna stay for this, right?
Wait, but you still haven't described what you've done on this waking up on the floor.
Okay, waking up at 4 p.m., right? Now wake up, I gotta brush my teeth, right? Gotta make sure, because I got a lot of comments. Now, you know, he don't brush his grills. What does his real teeth look like? I gotta make sure that my yeah.
You got shit out, you look like a bad bitch.
And there's girls in his chat too sometimes. So,
Yeah,
you know.
you know what I'm saying? I gotta make sure I'm freshly shaving. I'm not shaving for this video. I already know what's gonna happen. It's about to be negative comments. Yo, shave that little scruffy shit on your face. Cool, right?
got fat.
Now I have to game Marvel Rivals for probably 1 to 2 hours before stream. You know why? Because I don't get to game it for after work. Like I could just game it after work. No, I can't. You know what I'm saying? You can't just do that, right? After I do that, now I gotta sit here and plan with somebody what I'm gonna do for stream today. Oh, looks like we got no content. All right, let's see if we can just scrub something around.
No content, no money.
No content, no money. Now look, probably by 8 or 9 p.m. I'm still probably thinking I gotta do something for stream. My mind is
Do you know what's crazy? 8, 9 p.m. for him? Oh, I did my work.
You already did my ear?
I did my work today.
You took the same boss already.
You go to sleep.
What?
Do
What was it?
You already did my ear? Thinking I gotta do something for stream. My mind is
you know what's crazy? 8, 9 p.m. for him? Oh, I did my work.
You already did my ear?
Yeah, facts.
I did my work today.
You took the same boss already.
You go to sleep.
I don't want to hog the space here too much, but do you know the expression, give a man enough rope?
You're losing me.
No, I don't know this. I don't know.
Basically, you're talking yourself into a hole, man. Okay, my turn. I'll be brief.
Wait, give a man a rope.
What is
Wait,
it means
is that racist?
Yo.
Black auntie. That's what I want to say. You say you don't like people. It's all about relationships that you got with people. So when you say shit like that, do you really mean that?
Do I not like people?
You said
I'd rather be in my own space. I'd rather be by myself.
And that's okay. But what is it that you're doing that's helping other people?
What am I doing?
Yeah.
Saving lives. I'm a superhero.
He's a hero.
I'm a superhero, no cape.
Facts. Deadass. I love entertainment. I see it.
I'm good. How are you?
Look great.
That's right. I'm Thelma again.
I believe
That boy Jason.
I mean, fuck.
Like what? What? Nigga, is he serious?
I think dreaming is so much harder. Why are you doing it?
I can't have a public relationship because of the public eye and how they judge my relationships. I had a breakup with a girlfriend that I loved so dearly because I chose streaming.
So my question.
I loved her.
My question.
I loved her, and you're laughing.
My question again. My question. If you think it's so much harder, why are you doing it?
Because I'm passionate about it.
Okay, so you love it. You love streaming. So do you love it more than you love that girlfriend?
That's what I had to decide.
Oh.
I had to make sacrifice.
So
And that's
you-
what you have to
so
do.
you lost
with
the
streaming.
human touch.
But guess what? If I had a 9
You
to 5,
lost the human
if I
touch
was flipping burgers,
for-
I could have had a girlfriend still.
But you lost the human touch for the streaming.
Being a streamer, you have to be judged on thousands of people's opinions every single day. 9 to 5 person, maybe
But
1, 2, 3.
okay, and then back to my point. Is that your choice? Was that your choice?
Yes.
That's not the point, though. The
No,
point
that's
is
my point. That's my point.
Streaming is
Was
hard.
that
That's the point.
you gave up your girlfriend for streaming? Come on now.
Shit, he ran up a bag.
He ran up a
I
bag.
did it for a
He ran up a
bag.
bag.
But the thing is, it comes to a point. Do I pick love and a future with someone I care dearly for? Or do I pick
Something that I
future
love.
for something that I'm passionate about and motion? I pick motion.
I'm Lala Costa.
Lala Costa? Amazing name.
Thank you. I'm an attorney.
She makes a percent of people's fuck-ups. I like that.
If you had an opportunity to get a 9 to 5 that you could create yourself, like whatever you want,
Yes,
9
I
to
would.
5, you would take it?
Yes.
Because why?
Because
It's
I
me.
don't streaming anymore.
You don't? What? Come to this side.
No, I have to because this is what I built my career off of.
You feel stuck.
I feel stuck, yeah.
Have you ever watched a show and you stopped watching it? Have you ever watched a show and you were like,
All the time.
It's the same thing.
Exactly.
Yeah.
I have to.
That TV show, can't, it's done. What happens to all those actors?
It's
after that?
canceled
They gotta
because I
give it-
stopped watching?
Well, no,
Yes.
I'm saying thousands
Maybe stop.
of you
Honey.
stopped watching.
I think you guys are mixing all
Yeah,
the issues.
Cartoon Network. It's like
and
they
not
got millions of people.
focusing
You guys know what Cartoon
on-
Network is?
If your
It's
father
gone.
would stop, would you come up with a different brand then?
All those people are gone. Yeah, but pivot, that's the point.
Damn, bro. Nah, facts.
Nice to meet you.
I'm a professional model, but
Okay.
I've worked since.
TV show that you stopped watching is the
I
perfect
just think
analogy.
personally, I agree with Jason that I think streaming does take a certain more than a 9 to 5, and I also think everybody in here, right? If you guys all try to be a streamer, right, and then we all try to do what you guys do,
You get L's in your chat.
the probability of everybody here trying to be an attorney is way higher than somebody making streaming a career.
Absolutely, your job is just got lucky because you're a gamer. You got lucky. There's so many people
I
like
was
you out
talented.
there.
It wasn't
These
pure
days,
luck. I was-
everybody's an influencer. Come on.
No.
So many.
But specifically what I do, I'm not posting selfies around the world. It's basically all pure talent.
Wait, can I just why is he lucky? Why do we all get lucky though?
What is your talent?
Yeah.
Call of Duty. I was a professional Call of Duty player, like actual like.
So you were
game.
sitting at home and you're thinking, what am I going to do with my life while you were gaming? You're like, oh, let's put a
I was
camera.
16, so it wasn't really like
yeah,
that.
You weren't really thinking of what should I do with my life? Like, what should I study? What should I like? Where does my life go? You just got lucky.
It's not luck, it's
because-
just he's determined. He knows that's the only route.
He didn't get lucky. He put in hours.
That's what we do too. We go to
it
school,
wasn't
we
luck.
study.
Everybody's a little bit of luck. I think people who don't have a job, they feel they want to get lucky by getting a job. So I think people even having a job is some sort of luck.
He said, how many people of us could do this? No, it's luck. It's 1 of a million because for whatever
How's
reason.
that luck? If one out of a million, that one has to be the best. So how are you going to dismiss
Is
all
he
the
the
hard
best?
work and all the
Is he the
talent?
best?
I got four questions. No, let me give my statistics. There was over 300,000 people that played Warzone last year. This is the game that I play.
Okay.
I got fourth. So I was a top 12 player across the entire world.
And you're telling
So that's not luck. That's
like
pure
less than
that's pure
1%.
skill.
So you're dismissing, is Michael Jordan lucky? Is LeBron James lucky?
Yes.
Are they lucky?
I mean,
No,
they have a
worked.
talent. They have
They
a
worked.
talent.
They had a
But
team.
it's-
So what do
you
you
know how many
Okay,
times
they
people are
have
like,
a talent of streaming takes talent. Yes. Can we please? Thank you. That's the key word. Streaming does take talent.
And
For
so
sure.
don't get the shot at it.
I don't want to take up his time. So he's not talented?
No, that's not what I'm saying. Not
That's
at
what
all.
you just said. You just
No.
said.
What he did
I
to get
said a
where
lot
he
of people are talented. Don't get the shot to do what he does.
Or people who
So
make it
it's
to the
luck.
NBA.
But I didn't even get a shot. I did it off the strength of me. There was no one who gave me a shot or anything like that. I simply was just. You did that?
Yo, you being serious?
Why are you laughing? No.
Why are they laughing, bro?
It's not luck. I've been doing this for 13 years. I uploaded 3,000 videos. 2,000 was I edited myself while I went to college, worked a job, and still went to school.
And yeah,
So that's not. I mean, if that's
stand on it, stand on it.
if that's luck,
Where's the luck at in that equation?
Again.
is there a percentage? We are all lucky in some way, right? If we all have a job, we're lucky in some sort of way. But
God bless.
off of specific pure talent. And I worked on that since I was 16.
Again, I work with many talented people. I'm not saying about you. I'm
Yeah.
just talking in general. And there's so many people that are very talented, never get a shot because they don't do the right thing. They don't go the right path. They don't look
Okay,
like
so that comes with work. Niggas are talking about physical work. This takes physical work. Nigga, the depth you have to reach, bro. Oh my God.
There's so many
Niggas
people
don't
that act as if
understand.
They never get a shot. So I'm just saying it's pure luck.
It wasn't luck.
Niggas don't
I
get
just
it,
saw an
bro.
opportunity and just genuinely took it. It wasn't a handout. It was simply just, I'm talented at Call of Duty. This is what I want to do. It took me 8 years to make it a career. Is there something funny?
It's a freaking video game.
It's a talent.
Permission to dick ride? Hey, he's made tens of millions of dollars playing video games, so.
Exactly. That's that privilege. That's that privilege.
But I'm saying though, you couldn't hop on a game and
couldn't
do
do
what
it.
I do.
You couldn't do
That's
it.
a skill.
Your son couldn't do it. Your grandkids couldn't do it.
Some people
Your
can't-
son's grandkids could never do it. They could never do it.
Anything that takes a talent.
The genes are done. They can't do it. They can't.
How many hours a day did you spend
When I was younger?
Yeah, when you were younger.
Oh, I would wake up 3 hours before school. So I wake up at 4 a.m. and I would play before school. The bus would come at 7. I go to home, come back, and do it again. I was 16. What's funny?
See, there's a disconnect here, because to you guys, when you guys were growing up, yes, it was just video games, it was whatever. But when we were coming up, we're like, wait, maybe we can make this career. Maybe if we get good enough at it and we create.
No.
Think if you're talented at something?
Oh my gosh. Literally. Oh my gosh. Dead ass. Like nigga, dead ass. Like, he's dead ass. He's dead ass.
Video games is not. Like
You don't think it's talent.
You're just too old to understand.
Yeah, too old. Literally.
Never play FNCS either. It's the same shit.
They can never play FNCS. That's They can never play FNCS, nigga.
Where this didn't exist, this career. You looked at this career and you laughed. Now, how come in colleges they're teaching courses on content creation and esports? When you grew up, this didn't exist, so no wonder you're gonna laugh when you hear this shit, because you're from a completely different generation. You just don't get it, and I don't know if you ever will be able to wrap your head around it.
And it's fun.
That's
You gotta play back. I'm not gonna lie. That's me.
What? Like, this shit is. Like,
I'm Ronnie.
I still am not making no bread off this shit, nigga. I've been doing this shit for 2 years. I haven't been doing this shit for 8 years, but I'm still. How old am I? I'm what? 21. I just turned 21, right? Just turned 21. I've been doing this shit for 2-3 years. I've been trying to make content for maybe like 4. Hold on, wait. So 2025. I've been making content for 5 years, but not really. It's easy, but it's not, because you never know, bro. And then once you do know, once you do get that motion, you have to keep it and maintain it. I'm starting to realize there's no motion to maintain unless you even pop out. And then once you pop out, if you stop, what are you, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck does that mean? So you have to even train yourself to be able to carry the momentum as well. Like, once I can understand how niggas are always grasping for straws. It's like you're always improvising. Like, it's literally improvising, bro.
About job security.
Literally.
Are you familiar with layoffs, with being furloughed? Like, taking it back to... That's being what?
That's laid off.
You lose everything. Every dollar. Everything. You lose everything.
Okay, and then you can rebuild yourself back.
No, you can't. That's you. What the fuck? That's
I don't know,
you.
back in 2020 when everybody was getting furloughed, everybody was like, oh, let me go to social media. That's kind of an easy alternative. So that seems kind of easy.
I know, but if you lose a job, you can't
just get another one?
No, you can't search for. You have an opportunity to search for another one. No?
Okay, I've been searching for another one for 10 months. I interview every day, give the same spiel, have to give that smile of walking through.
You fall off
7 years and barely got any views.
And you uploaded 7 videos and didn't get any views.
Went to school and still.
And paid rent?
Yes, I still worked. I worked.
Oh, so that you had another job?
As a parking attendant, yes.
Okay, and was that harder?
Then what?
Than streaming.
No, I was on my phone all the time.
Oh, as a parking attendant, that doesn't sound like you were doing a very good job.
I was chilling.
You were chilling. You weren't good at your
He's
job.
waiting for.
When cars park, they're done. Like, I don't have to.
Well,
I'm not security.
That's
I go like this. Yo, right there.
I bet. Do you think an aspect of a video game, playing video games, is a talent?
I would say it's a skill. I wouldn't call it a talent. You can master it with, my
okay, either way.
But there are very few people who are genuinely gifted at it.
Gifted? What are they, Mozart?
How is it not a talent? Why is it not a talent what he does?
You know what? I'm open to it being a talent. I think it's a skill. I think it's something you can master. I don't think you're a Mozart, that you have this gift of like, whoa, and I put my thumb here and this thumb there. And
Some niggas are.
You'd be surprised.
Some niggas are. I'm not gonna lie. Like, that shit doesn't make no sense. I'm not gonna lie. Some niggas are. So I don't know. Shawty. I don't know, little Shawty.
Out there who are genuinely.
All right, 52 minutes. I don't know how I did longer than the video, and I'm. Bro, how did I do longer than the video, and I'm. It's at 1.5 speed.
If there's a skill you could just learn and you're looking for a job for 10 months, go pick up a controller and go hop in this $1
Facts.
million tournament.
You could.
You could qualify.
What do you mean I wouldn't
You can't even find your OBS stream key. Stop playing.
I need to work for it, but...
So like, but you're dismissing what he does. You're just dismissing. Like,
I'm not dismissing. I'm saying that's easy.
It's not a talent.
I said it's a skill. I didn't say it's a talent. I said it's a skill. It's a skill that you
But
can own.
how do you know if it's easy if you haven't done it? Like, if you
I
don't.
played Mario Kart. I played other games.
Not a professional level though.
No, not a professional level, because that's not what I'm trying to pursue.
I know, but you don't understand what it takes to be on that sort of level. So how can you try to dismiss it and say it's yours is harder? How do you know?
What does it take to be on that level?
I've worked at 9 to 5.
Yeah. What does it take to be on that level?
Just gift, and you got to play all the time.
Tens of thousands of hours of work, and editing, and filming, and constantly.
I'm just talking about pure skill. As far as like the videos and stuff like that, just off pure skill.
I had to put tens of thousands of hours.
Could you get a
into
refresh
my
second
studies.
zone, Tarping? Could you?
I have no idea what you said.
Could you get a refresh going into second zone with no mats? Can you get a refresh on the best players?
I can also put. I can circle back and give you different turns.
No, you can't. No, she can't do that. She can't. Bro, she can't even play reloaded, bro. She can't even win a reload match with no bots. She can't play a reload match with no bots and win, bro. Come on.
Moving. Do you know how to short?
No, I don't, but if I want
But Excel sheet? We can do Excel sheet.
No, but exactly.
They're just talking game.
These
As
researchers
a
don't come to
babysitter,
you.
I can talk to you about the different things I do and after you kids
There's
do
level
that.
to
No,
this.
but if you
It's
wanted
like,
to, you would.
okay, there's like the reason. Okay, I don't even know, bro. I don't know.
Took 3 days.
I don't know,
You
bro.
can master an Excel sheet?
Oh.
Yeah, but let me give you, if I give you 3 days about a video game, do you think you could be that talented as me?
If I wanted to, I would.
So let's pay for her, whatever it is.
Okay,
Give me 3
please.
days, but if you lose, you gotta give us it back in double.
No, that's not how it's gonna work. You pay me, I'll get the job done.
I would say, in a sense, yes, because you have to put in the work and you got to be on 24/7.
It's difficult to answer that question for us, I think, because we didn't come up in this time frame in this era.
So
And technology is totally different now, because we were just talking about playing tic-tac-toe on the sidewalk with chalk. I appreciate and respect what they do, and I think that's the consensus for most of us, that we appreciate and respect where they are. But it's not, what we did was, we just feel like what we did was harder. And that's what I think. So.
My mind was changed in the sense that now I'm even more convinced that normal jobs are harder.
Dude, I mean, I can see him saying that, bro. Nigga's a dickhead.